King's Cross Station on a cold and wet October morning, and yet this crowd seems to be getting ready for a swim at the tropics. They are the partakers of a splash mob, protesting against next week's closure of King's Cross Pond Club, 7 months earlier than its anticipated 2-year stint. So why should the pond stay open? Outdoor swimming is booming as part of the healthy living lifestyle, with new lidos opening up around the city and a number of outdoor swimming society races along rivers. All of these encourage us to think about our relationship with nature, as well as providing important health benefits. Chris Van Tulleken, doctor and TV presenter for BBC, supports these claims.
This pond is important in so many different ways, architecturally, artistically, aesthetically, but it's also really, really important for people's mental and physical health. So there's a group of us down here who really look after our bodies and our minds by immersing ourselves fairly regularly in cold water.
Using underwater plants, the pond is kept clean by a natural purifying process preventing algae. Water is filtered through materials such as shingle using a pump, so the pond is chemical-free. Numbers are limited to 163 people per day, based on how much marsh planting can clean up daily. The visitors enter a living laboratory where they are aware of the consequences of their interactions with nature.
Juxtaposition of having something wild next to all the built-up area is great. That's what I love about it. Not just that it's a wild swimming place, but that it's so close to such a built-up environment.
Also, there's something quite extraordinary. I remember when I first came here in the spring of 2015, first swim, you do feel as if you're swimming in nature. There are water lilies, there are dragonflies, the water has a lovely clean feel to it, and yet you're surrounded by tall cranes, porta cabins, cement mixers. You can see the Eurostar coming along the track as it comes into St Pancras. It's an intensely urban setting.
Argent, the property developer that owns this land, has decided to close the pond, but over 4,000 Londoners have signed a Change.org petition to prevent it from happening. Imogen Radford, the petition starter, shared her thoughts.
We need real green spaces, not just bits of grass, because, they're going to replace it with a bit of grass. You can have a bit of grass anywhere, but this is much more interesting than that.
Despite the great support for the pond shown at the splash mob today, an answer from Argent is awaited. For now, the pond is due to be turned into a park, possibly another environmental gem amongst the concrete. Although the installation was always meant to be of temporary nature, it is a glimmer of green hope that developers are discovering that investing private money in open spaces generates enthusiasm and benefits. ChiaraHartmann, City Global News.